It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Drew Lock. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Giants and the Bucs on EA Sports.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year two, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Giants has it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here comes Otten in motion. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time.
Delayed game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. Still going. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
1st and 10. And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A give right side. This is Singletary. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd down. 3 to go. Lock to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st down is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here comes Otten in motion. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Throwing is Baker. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Singletary. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5. Slayton is the man in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Open man, the tight end, O'Keefe. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's carry number 1 for Rachaad White. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with White. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He dropped this underneath to White. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, Locke. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this 1st quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Locke. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Locke out of the shotgun. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, like you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Buccaneers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. On 2nd down, Baker. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Baker going to hand it to White. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Throwing is Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Mayfield. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, Mayfield. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
They send Evans in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Singletary. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run once more with Singletary. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here comes 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll take it on in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That is caught by McMillan. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 1st down.
To throw is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send Evans in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. Then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
The Giants offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Second and a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. On the handoff, Singletary. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. He'll get about 2. Tyke Smith there on the stop. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throw it. Lock. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Singletary. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A 6-yard loss.
It's always easy to sit here after the result of the play, Mike, and second guess coulda, woulda, shoulda. But the offensive play caller, I can guarantee you, is thinking, all right, I might have made that a little bit too complicated. Just run that thing up the old briar patch, pick up a couple inches, and let's get a fresh set of downs. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now, screen set up for Irving. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Good looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down. Throwing is Baker. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. He finds his tight end, Keith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Buccaneers
Personal foul.
cut the
Roughing
deficit
kicker.
down to
Defense.
1.
That penalty is declined.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. The G-Man got a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Drew Lock. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for
Certainly
with both these teams in it
first half
to win it.
You'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Up the middle. Here's Singletary. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. The Bucs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Irvin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game.
5.
Offense. Still 1st down.
Now Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Back to the left side. Caught by McMillan. Third and long. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. Woo! And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes Jackson on the return. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up here first and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Locked to throw on first down. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Locke. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for the Giants. First down.
Now, a handoff to Singletary. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Lock out of the shotgun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Drive begins with a run by White. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it up to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4. Here's a second and 6. Throwing is Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Irving. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
First down, Buccaneers.
On play action, Mayfield. He'll air it out down the middle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Here comes Otten in motion. On second down, Baker. Looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. On the handoff, it's Irving. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
They run with White, and this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The next drive about to get started. Before it does, while we take a look ahead at what's coming up this week tonight, Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Rams. Great NFC battle at SoFi. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, it's the Ravens and Chargers also at SoFi Stadium. And we'll take a peek ahead now. Thanksgiving Day tripleheader starts with Bears-Lions in Detroit, Giants-Cowboys in Arlington, and a good one to wrap up the holiday. Dolphins and Packers from Lambeau Field. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He'll get this out wide. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Locke. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run it. It's Irving. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? They know that play was coming, because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Here's Irving. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. A pass. It's complete. It's Shepard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still 1st down.
They send Evans in motion. Throwing is Baker. The throw on the run is complete.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Locke. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Running left is Singletary.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Again, it's Singletary. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. On the bootleg, it's Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Into space. Still going. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with White. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
He'll keep this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lock to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
It is 2nd down and 5. Now Locke. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now on 2nd and long. Throwing. Locke. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Baker going to hand it to White. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Baker going to give it to Irving. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here comes Otten in motion. On 3rd down, it's Irving. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away. As he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now 2nd and inches. Here we go. One final play. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.